What's the dumbest thing you did that actually worked? I was house sitting for my Aunt Margaret, and she had one golden rule that she repeated at least 5 times before leaving. Don't let her prize-winning Bengal cat, Princess Cleopatra, outside, ever, under any circumstances. This wasn't just any cat. Princess Cleopatra was worth more than my car and had won actual international competitions. She had her own Instagram account, a custom diet plan, and a grooming schedule more detailed than most people's skincare routines. She's not just a pet, my aunt had said seriously. She's my career. I've invested over $15,000 in her breeding, training, and show preparation. One scratch, one flea, one bad grooming day could ruin everything. So naturally, at 11 p.m. on the night before she was due back from her weekend cat show in Chicago, I couldn't find Princess Cleopatra anywhere in the house. I'd been watching Netflix when I realized I hadn't seen the cat in over an hour. After checking every closet, under every bed, and behind every piece of furniture twice, panic began to set in. That's when I noticed the slightly open bathroom window, the one I'd cracked while taking a shower earlier to let out the steam. The window that was supposed to have a screen but didn't because my aunt had removed it for cleaning. My heart dropped. A $15,000 show cat was loose somewhere in suburban Chicago, and I had exactly 8 hours before my aunt would return, expecting to find her precious princess groomed and ready for a competition that afternoon. I threw on clothes and searched the neighborhood like a woman possessed, shaking treat bags and whispering Princess Cleopatra into every bush and under every car. I knocked on neighbors' doors at midnight, asking if they'd seen an expensive-looking Bengal cat. After 2 hours of frantic searching, my phone buzzed with a text from my aunt. "Hope you and my baby are having a good night. Send me a picture of her before bed. I miss her so much." My hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold my phone. How do you tell someone that their $15,000 prize-winning cat is missing because you left a window open? That's when I had the stupidest, most desperate idea of my life. I googled Bengal cat show quality and scrolled through hundreds of images until I found one that looked similar to Princess Cleopatra. Same coloring, same general build, photographed in what looked like a home setting. I cropped it, adjusted the lighting slightly, and sent it to my aunt with the message, "She's being such a good girl, sleeping peacefully." My aunt immediately responded, "Aw, my precious baby. She looks so content. You're the best cat sitter ever." The guilt was eating me alive, but I kept searching. 3 hours later, still no cat. I'd expanded my search to a 6-block radius, posted on neighborhood Facebook groups, and called local animal shelters. 5 hours later, still nothing. I was starting to accept that I was going to have to confess everything, and probably pay my aunt back for the rest of my life. With only 2 hours left before her return, I was sitting on her front porch, defeated and rehearsing my apology speech, when I heard the softest, most beautiful sound in the world, a familiar meow. I looked up, and there was Princess Cleopatra, sitting regally in my aunt's rose garden like she owned the place. Except she was covered in dirt, had leaves in her fur, and looked like she'd been on a grand adventure through every backyard in the neighborhood. I've never moved so fast in my life. I scooped her up, brought her inside, and gave her the most thorough bath of her pampered life. I brushed her fur until it gleamed, cleaned her ears, trimmed her nails, and even used my aunt's special show day grooming spray that cost $40 a bottle. As I was putting the finishing touches on her grooming routine, I heard my aunt's car pull into the driveway. Princess Cleopatra looked absolutely perfect, better than she had when my aunt left. The cat sauntered over to my aunt like she hadn't just given me 7 consecutive heart attacks. My aunt picked up Princess Cleopatra, cooing and praising me for taking such excellent care of her. "She looks absolutely gorgeous. You did such a wonderful job grooming her." I was just starting to feel like I'd gotten away with the worst mistake of my life when my aunt pulled out her phone and showed me our text conversation from the night before. "Though next time," she said with a knowing smile, "don't send me random internet photos when I ask for pictures." She knew.